Hey YouTube, welcome to the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. Out here at the walking onion bed. They survived the winter nicely. Came up good, already starting to get seed heads started on them. So no complaints. They did good down to, I think it was down to 4 degrees back in December, so they handled the cold weather no problem, but that's not the topic of today's video. Right over here is the topic of today's video. Tea plants, Camellia sinensis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not very good with Latin languages. I'm a southerner, but you know, do the best I can. Y'all can work with me on that, right? Now I got 10 tea plants. You know, I got some tea put up for a rainy day. You know, pre-packaged tea, commercial tea. But you know, if you can grow it yourself, that's an extra layer of redundancy to you know, to your preparations or homestead and what have you. So went in and picked up some plants today. I'm gonna get these in the ground. Plant these in different test plots. These are grown from seed. These are not clones. You can clone tea, but all these came from seed from a farm that I picked up. So they have a little bit different genetics, and you can probably see that already. Some of them are, you know, a little bit different variation in them, but you know, the genetics should be fine. These particular plants survive the cold this winter too. They're right on the verge of where tea can survive, but you know, it's worth it. So I'm going to get these planted and show you the method I'm going to use and how I'm going to fertilize them, all that good stuff. So I'm going to be using semi-compost rabbit manure with the planting of these tea plants. And what did you say this was, honey?
Hair processing cap.
That's a hair processing cap available from your beauty supply place. It's elastic and clear plastic. So I've had these out in the sun, these buckets of rabbit manure, and they've been heating up a lot and killing all the grass seed or hay seeds and stuff that's in there. So they've been like a little solar oven, been heating this up and killing everything. So semi-composted, and hopefully won't have any random seeds or weeds grow up beside the tea plants. Oh, that's bad. Pure tea, poop, and ammonia smell. But hey, look at that. It's breaking down a lot better than it does just sitting out. So good. Oh yeah, nice and stinky. Oh. And another reason for planting tea is for the fall time nectar and pollen flow out of tea plants, because they bloom in the fall. So I'm putting the tea plants up here near the apiary. You can see I got one already in the ground, and I got it marked with a little flag right there. So if I get up here with the weed eater, brush cutter, whatever, I don't accidentally chop one down if I'm in a hurry. So just using the post hole diggers. They're a little bit over 5.5 feet tall roughly, so I'm spaced them out roughly 5 feet from the electric fence on the apiary, and I'm going to space the plants post hole digger depth apart. Recommendations 6 feet, so I'm going to do them at 5.5. Close enough, good enough for me. And these tea plants will thrive in full sun, partial shade. They'll even grow in the shade. You put them in the shade, they get bigger leaves. They grow a little bit slower, but in the full sun they'll grow faster with smaller leaves. There's so much to it, and I'll update you more on these tea plants as they grow and progress, and it's going to be a while before they are harvestable. But anyhow, let me show you how I'm planting them and the method I'm using. So I'm spacing out my holes right there where the post hole digger is, and then I'll just make sure it's the same distance off of the fence, so they'll be nice, straight, fancy looking line. So a post hole digger is perfect size for planting these plants. I'm going to around the 8 or 10 inch mark on the post hole diggers, because if you don't remember from my other videos, I have my post hole diggers marked for depth. That looks, flip around a little bit more. That's pretty good right there. All right, so I'm using a mini shovel, and a mini shovel fits down the same size hole as a post hole digger. So I'm taking 1 scoop of this stinky, smelling like death rabbit manure, putting it in the hole, putting a little shovel full of soil back in, and I'm gonna mix that all together real good so the roots are not in direct contact with pure manure right off the bat. So that's poop, a scoop of poop, a scoop of soil-ish, and then a scoop of Dr. Earth fertilizer in there. I'll mix it one more time, because Dr. Earth fertilizer is not technically feeding the plant, it's feeding the soil and the microbes that feed the plant, so it's not going to hurt the plant. And it has mycorrhizas and all that good stuff in it too. All right, time. So I'm going to try to maintain when I'm planting the plant, I'm gonna try to maintain the same soil depth that the plant was at. I'm not gonna bury these really deep, try to maintain where it's already been growing at. I think that'll give me better performance on this particular species of plant. So if you're wanting to set at the same soil depth, you can take your container, go ahead and pre-set it in your hole like this. You can see the soil depth here. Of course, we're higher here. We're on a 25 to 28 degree slope. So of course it's gonna be higher on the back side. I didn't swale it out because I want these to help with erosion and stuff too. But anyhow, got the depth set, so now I'm gonna unpot it and we'll plant it. So I'm gonna push gently from the bottom. See if I can get it broke loose, because these got some big roots on the ones I've already planted. I'll gently pull the plant out. Try to get the root ball on there. And you can see that part of soil separated. Nothing to worry about because the seed germination depth was way down here. So the plant, if you can see under there, is woody all the way up through there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm not disturbing it too much, but it should be good to go. So I'm just gonna sit it in the hole right there gently. Check the soil level depth. I'm gonna sit off to one side just cause I'm on this hill and the soil's gonna roll all over the place and make a mess. You can see we're in the woods, or at the edge of the woods rather. Gently put the soil down in there. Gentle tamping. I need to fill in a little bit, sprinkle around the side there. Still got the cover crop showing through on that one side, so I'll mark it. And then I will bring some water up here and water it, because I ain't got my irrigation set up, but I'll have a killer irrigation system put in this year. So I'll have that in an upcoming video too, my irrigation system for this year. But right there, looks like it's good to go. And if you want to, you can take your excess soil and make you a little mini swale, mini terrace in front of the plant if you would like. Got a lot of soil moisture up here considering it's not rained in a few days. There's a lot of moisture in the soil, so hopefully these things will do good. What you doing there?
You're making me help plant these plants because of this stinky poop.
What does it smell like?
Like a dead animal.
Does it?
It
does smell like a dead raccoon or a dead possum, don't it? Like roadkill.
Oh God, it does.
That's stinky. I think that's good. Forget to mix your dirt in there. Oh, you going a little different than me, huh? You throwing that? Oh, throwing it all together so it starts working on it quicker. Right?
That's right. I'm holding my breath.
I'm gonna move the poop. That's bad.
Thank you.
That's ooh, golly. Hurry up, people ain't got all day to watch you sit here and plant. Why ain't you messing with the roots on that plant?
We're not breaking the roots up because the dirt's already so loose around them that it's wanting to fall off.
Now you can see who the master gardener is around here. I'm just a support crew. I just dig holes, haul poop, scoop poop. She's the brains behind the operation.
It makes it stinky for me to have to smell.
Oh, that's bad, stinky today. Well, you're doing a fine job, ma'am. Fine job.
That's what you better say.
Don't forget your marking stake. That looks good. Doing a fine job.
Thank you.
Stamp of approval. Awesome. What'd you tell me about the poop?
I told him he better not compost it anymore before we use it, or I'm not using it.
Oh, that's bad stinky, ain't it?
Ooh.
All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tea plants up here at the apiary. I'm gonna put 5 more down in another location, because this is test plot 1, and we skipped a plant right here. I'm gonna show you a little sneak peek. That, my friends, is a kiwi plant, cold hardy kiwi. So it's finally broke dormancy and coming up, so awesome. And look what happens when you clear out a bunch of brush and mountain laurels on the side of your mountains. On the side of your hill, you get the native southern low bush blueberries come up from out of nowhere. Never seen these before. Don't feel like carrying all this poop back down the hill, so I'm gonna give them a dose of good nutrition and get us some big blueberry plants, some native ones. And there's number 6, 7, treacherous on this hill. This is like 45 degree slope here. 8, and then number 9, I'll show you number 10. This is number 10 and it's under partial shade. It'll get full sun in the morning. In the summer I'm facing west, so it'll get full full sun in the morning and then partial shade, and some parts of it today be at full shade during the summer, but gotta have one as a control under the mostly shady conditions to see the difference. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will have sun from 7 till about 2:30 during the summer, and it'll be shaded the rest of the day. And then 6, 7, 8, and 9 will get sun from 7 till 4. So they'll be 6, 7, 8, and 9 will be the most in the most intense sun out of the test plot of 10 tea plants. Do the outro showing some of the other stuff I've been working on. Here's our Patriot Blueberry bare root clones, or bare root cuttings we put in. How long ago, dear?
About 4 weeks.
So went from no foliage to almost a foot tall in 4 weeks with that rabbit poop and Dr. Earth. So yeah, that system works great. We're going to continue using it. Got a stupid mole coming in right there digging. But anyhow,
we really appreciate y'all watching the Off-Grid Mountain Homestead. We would appreciate a like and a subscription. And if you have any comments or questions, just put them below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And we hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.